Advocacy is the act or process of supporting something or bringing about change. One type of advocacy, patient advocacy, involves activities that promote well-being and access to health care. Patient advocacy gained momentum in the 1960s and 70s and was greatly influenced by other social movements. Each of these campaigns shared a common goal: equality. For patient advocacy, equality meant the right of all people to be informed and to have as much participation and control over their health care as possible. In 1971, President Richard Nixon passed the National Cancer Act. This unprecedented legislation strengthened NCI's ability to more effectively carry out the national effort against cancer and significantly increased cancer research funding. 3 years later, the visibility of cancer was raised again when First Lady Betty Ford and Second Lady Happy Rockefeller publicly announced their diagnoses of breast cancer. Their openness at a time when many people were reluctant to talk about cancer helped increase public awareness and decrease the stigma and shame of the disease. Beginning in the 1980s, patient advocacy entered a new arena: medical research. As the HIV/AIDS epidemic grew, advocates, frustrated at the government's slow approval of new drugs, began to focus on researchers and policymakers. Members of the HIV/AIDS movement educated themselves about clinical trial design, scientific protocols, and drug development. They also made the case that as people with the disease, they had a valuable perspective to bring to research and treatment. Over time, alliances were made between scientists and patient advocates, which led to many changes in AIDS research. Thus, research advocacy was born. In the late 1980s, cancer organizations began building on the lessons learned through the HIV/AIDS movement. Research advocates called attention to limited research funding, inadequate access to cancer screening, and ineffective or questionable treatments. In 1992, a coalition of breast cancer organizations successfully lobbied Congress to allocate funds to the U.S. Department of Defense for a new cancer research program that involved advocates as equal partners in the research process. In 1996, NCI established its own advocacy office to ensure that those affected by cancer were included in the Institute's programs and decision-making. Today, NCI's Office of Advocacy Relations continues to help cancer research advocates participate in NCI's research enterprise.